I didn't see.
Oh,
He's the new architect on this.
Oh, it was an old, it was a different architect.
Oh, we got approved last year and we didn't like it.
Hi.
So do you wanna see the, what was approved?
Yeah.
Well, let's see, let's find out if it has
huge
any
change.
relevance.
What's that?
Did the old design that got approved have any relevance to this? Did it start and stop, or are they just pushing that aside
They
and starting
threw
over?
away the old one and this is a new
Really?
one.
So
Just a
completely different.
garage, as
Oh.
opposed to a garage with a family room on top.
So whatever happened last year, we can ignore, so to speak?
Yes, yes.
So I'm sorry, previously it was just a garage and a
No.
family room, and now it's
Yeah.
just a garage.
Right, correct. With a deck on the back. I think the prior plan, one couldn't recall if the prior plan had a deck on the rear, but we're having a deck on the rear.
These are all the same houses?
Same house, not, can't
Oh, I think I remember this, cause I remember saying the color's different, but,
On the existing house,
yeah,
yeah, between the new horizontal siding.
between the rear and
Yeah,
Really, a
right.
different color, that's the
Yeah,
house?
so
I
he's
do
in
remember.
Actually, yeah, looking.
he's in
I just remember the color
yeah.
difference, unless it's happened more than, doesn't happen that often.
Not that often.
It's got a lot
But the
going on.
intention, he's gonna be replacing the old siding
The rear.
at some point with what he's done on the front. So so we have an updated the plans, and by the way, I have some little perspective drawings if you wanna.
17? The Vos off of 117?
Sure.
No, 120.
Well, it's, yeah,
Oh,
that's the,
120.
yeah, one, that,
What?
yeah.
Are there two
Right.
entrances? No.
No,
No, just the one.
not one off,
These are the neighbors.
off 117.
And that's,
Hi.
hey, how are you? Just
So-
started the first one.
So a quick summary, we have a new attached two-car garage at the basement level as proposed, and then a rear deck off the first floor on the back. And then we're proposing to use the roof of the garage as a portion of a deck with some landscaping on it.
They're keeping the old garage, so it's a four-car garage?
Keeping the old garage, so it'll be total of 4. The old garage ceiling is a 7-foot high
It's
ceiling,
very shallow, that garage, yes.
and the doors are 6'6".
Is the house old?
It's not that old, but you'd be very hard to get an SUV into the garage.
Yeah, you can
But they're
see-
keeping it as a garage, it's not gonna.
Yeah, so the existing garages are remaining, just, they use them for storage at this point, cause and the doors are only 8 feet wide, so very, challenging to feel comfortable to drive in those. So the idea is the new garage bays are,
But they're gonna change,
so no
they're not
changes.
changing right now.
Correct, no changes on
Okay.
the
On the s-
house.
On the
They
exterior.
may change the siding, but otherwise,
Neighbors,
Which
the
is the house photos again.
93, they, that one.
That one.
93 is the subject house. So the big architectural element is the flat roof garage with the railing around it.
It's interesting. So
Yeah, this,
Sampler, yeah.
yeah, it's like somebody bought one of each from the bay window guy, right? Yeah, but that's existing.
Should we approve this?
I think I did.
I don't remember, I mean, cause is it that, it's
Boy.
probably not that old. I mean, we've been here,
There were plans from,
2018, May of 2018.
no, but
Yeah.
that was for the other garage.
there were, there was the second floor was an alteration from, I'm thinking 2013 or 14. And it got a building permit and that bay window of the second floor, I'm pretty sure was part of that
We were both here.
plan. Now,
Attendance.
Well, wow.
I'll look into
The,
that, get back to you.
What?
I'll look into that, get back to you.
Just curious.
I'm
Maybe it
wondering
didn't
if I
get
have-
approved.
I can't imagine.
We wouldn't approve that.
That might have been one of those on-site changes without knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we Anyway,
What?
Yeah, I don't have any
And
of
it's
the
really
prior plans.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's two different big
Yeah,
windows
there's-
here.
Stacked on top of each other.
Right.
You know, very
You got
odd that
a
you
box
put the two
bay
of
and
them
a-
next to each other.
Right, right.
And then
And it
Regular.
was, am I correct to say it was the prior owner? Or maybe
Probably.
not?
I don't think they've been there that
Yeah,
long.
I don't know. How long has Epstein
you
been
didn't do
there?
this.
No,
I know.
I would name names, but that's not my thing. Somebody who works in town, so I mean, I, you know, I've always thought
It's
that
all
was a
right,
little
It's
odd.
okay.
Alright, is this new here in the back too?
Yeah, so everything you see
That's a big
in
deck.
terms of
It is a big deck.
the one-story garage and the deck are new.
And this is cable?
Yes, so the one architectural thing we wanted to do was the front and the
Oh, the
right
front
side
is gonna be,
would be a traditional railing, you know, white post, white picket, type, you know,
Huh.
composite railing. And then on the back, and across the
Second
rear
one.
deck is a cable rail. The reason is that, as you know, these railings, you know, produce a lot of, you know, visual
Shoot,
impact,
yeah.
right? You can't really see them, see through them. They have this sunroom, space in the rear, and then the family room all across the rear, which has a beautiful view through the rear, to the rear yard. They wanted to do the least they could to block that, so it was either gonna be a cable rail or a glass rail or some.
but they
more
want
contemporary.
blockage in the front?
They would prefer not to, but they feel that that style of railing on the front wouldn't be as in keeping with the more historic character of the
But
front.
it's so odd that it's like the shingle thing, the shingle and the siding.
Yeah,
Fits right in.
yeah. I don't know, I didn't think it was that odd, but,
Yeah.
you know, if that's,
Well, it's the front and then the side and then it changes.
Yeah, it's weird. Here it'd
It's
be okay,
really
you
odd.
could do it, but here it's, yeah, if you're on that deck, you're looking at the corner.
sure, I mean, that's, at some
Well, you're
point
looking
you're gonna
at
see,
different-
see the different things. I don't know, I thought the more historic style railing from the front would be better,
Uh-huh.
given the, you know, the style of the house. And yet could, you know, the fact that you really can't see through these kinds of railings, was a reason to go to something different on the back.
Well, I guess, so you're not continuing the posts.
Right, so the
So the
table
posts
rail
are-
is a metal,
are metal also,
metal
the-
post, right?
Is this, I mean, from this piece here, are they looking through it? I mean, this,
Yeah.
I guess I see the house looks through here. But are they looking through here on the front?
Yeah, that sunroom looks through that
Because you
rear.
could see if they continue here,
Right,
if they changed
right,
it
right,
here.
that would be it.
So, I mean, at least from here, there's, that rear of the garage would act as a significant barrier. By the way, so this roof is 2 feet above that floor. So these railings are gonna be effectively 5 feet above that floor. So you're looking through that railing to see out at all, even standing. Now, I mean, you could make the argument this
And
side.
the windows are tall.
Tall,
They-
right,
they
right
go-
now
they
they
go
go
at
to
like
the
18 inches
floor.
or something.
Right now they're all the way to the floor,
Oh.
so we have to raise that sill line up where we're butting the new garage to it. But we're still mimicking, you know, sort of in essence restoring that arch top window that's there now, a pair of them. But the sill is just gonna be just above this roof line.
This just looks really odd to
So,
me.
so,
Yeah,
so is this not, this is not a usable, this is just, this, nobody goes out here?
No,
No,
they
it's
do.
gonna be a deck.
Right, there's gonna be
It
a
is.
deck,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a deck.
planting is gonna be around, on the roof around it. So,
This is
Oh,
all
this is the
new.
second floor plan.
there's no second floor plan here, so we're only doing basement and first floor.
Okay, so this is first floor.
That's first floor, right, so those arched windows are these windows all the way around the side.
So what does it say, roof?
Cause this is deck in the middle of this, this'll just be roof surface and there'll be, you know, planters on that roof. To add landscaping all around this perimeter.
So isn't
Full
that
scale.
gonna obstruct your view anyway, if you're having planters?
I don't know,
Yeah.
that object
More
to it
so
from out the
front
neighborhood,
and
but I would
side.
want it if I lived there, I think it's really odd. I think,
Where's the site plan?
I got one,
See what it, how it falls on us.
this,
Would they be amiable for the wire railing in the front?
I think they would be, I think they were concerned and I.
Is this
Now,
one of those-
by
I
the
mean,
way,
it's more
so the
expensive,
original idea, they were pushing for a glass railing, glass and metal railing.
Okay.
Obviously very modern looking. And I kinda said, I don't think that'll go in keeping on the front. Just recently they've said, oh, that's gonna be too
Where's the
expensive,
front?
let's go to a cable rail, so.
Is this one of these where you're trying,
Where's
to
the-
answer this
do we
question,
have
if
the
you're trying
front
to
on
sell
here?
something for the client, but you as the architect would do different?
Boy, you know, I thought that the traditional railing from the front was good.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't
Yeah.
mind it, I just don't like
think
the-
that big deck,
the-
you know, when you're out, if you're out in that
And to
space,
see
Yeah.
the change.
and you're looking at two different things in the same space is
Right.
really hot, I think,
Right.
for the user.
Right.
I'm not so sure I'm worried about it as a board member for the neighbor.
From the
Well,
view.
we should see the
But I
site
just-
plan, how it
But I
falls on
just,
the,
yeah,
Yeah, so here, it's actually.
where's the main road?
Spin it,
that's the main road.
spin it 90 degrees there, so
Okay.
that's DeVoe.
So it's in the back, I mean, no, you know, the
Correct.
community isn't gonna see it, so I don't know that I would
Now-
object from the community.
Well, we don't know where the
I just
houses
think-
are.
A little background, we had to get a zoning variance because they're,
Railing's pretty much on that.
This
front.
one, 693,
This is it.
so the neighbor's here.
yeah.
So you did get a zoning
We had to
for
get a
the-
zoning variance for coverage. Their development coverage in the rear yard is substantial. So even though the proposed building itself.
Because they have all these patios and.
Correct, right. So we're gonna, you see the trees proposed along the right side property line, along the driveway. We are putting those in as part of the zoning variance. So that side gets substantially screened anyhow
So it's like here.
from that neighbor.
So it's gonna be here. So this is the closest house. Not really, this is the corner.
And the idea was to more or less screen, those are 10 to 12 foot high evergreen trees. So the idea is to screen that garage from the neighbor.
I mean, I personally just feel like it should be either or, just, you know, there's like this going
I agree.
on, there's
Yeah,
just
I
so many.
completely agree.
I think here, I mean, if this were different,
That's
it
okay.
would be fine. I
Yeah.
think it's a separate element.
So it's
facing
either
these
okay,
windows.
but they don't want that,
Right.
they want it,
Yeah, I would say they prefer
they
the.
want it more invisible there.
We will,
I think,
can
where's
it-
the front of that?
can you leave it up to them? Obviously, Tom, no, they,
So it's here that you
whether
can
they
see.
choose, they're gonna make the rear either, let's say it this way, either the whole garage, 3 sides gets cable rail, or the whole garage, 3 sides
Gets
gets
the
the
wood.
composite
Yeah, or
traditional
whatever it
style.
is, yeah.
But would you rather do that? Do you think that this with cable is gonna look?
Well, he wants down.
No, I'm just saying from our
think
standpoint,
oh,
yeah. If the
okay.
board had a choice between the front being traditional and then the wacky corner versus the whole thing cable,
I think it needs to be.
whole thing came.
The whole
I
thing
think
cable,
it needs to be
yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many there's like
Yeah, there's too many.
there's like
just-
shutters on some and there's not shutters there and it's just like
It's
it
eclectic.
needs some editing and it needs to focus a little bit.
Well, and then
So
to
adding
add
2 more
another-
different
and then of
like
course you've
railing
got this
types on
rail.
there.
Well, then you have this rail here.
Yeah,
So you
that's-
actually have 3 rails.
Right, right.
3
That-
rail
That sort of
styles.
old thing up on the roof there. And that's not even an accessible roof, that was just an aesthetic thing with the original house. They threw in this 2-foot high diagonal.
There's no door there.
There's no door there. Literally, it's 2 feet tall even.
okay, so do you think they would accept if we give them a choice, but they have to be consistent one way or the
Yeah,
other?
I know they would, right? So
So how
I
do
just
we
wouldn't be
do
willing
that?
to say
So
I
make,
know
so
they
make,
choose.
so make a note, all new
We're
railings
gonna
to
make
be
a
the
note
same.
and Bill's gonna sign on it, a railing to be consistent.
Yeah, right, either,
Well,
Board
well, no,
approves
but
either
we're-
A or B, you know.
In regards to the
So these-
garage.
Same garage, yeah.
These
yeah,
three
it's gonna be
sides,
either
right,
That
plus
can
a
be
little piece
their
over there.
choice,
Yeah.
but the garage has to be consistent,
Right.
one or the other.
okay,
If you wanna write it, sign it on the
But
plan.
otherwise, everything looks.
Well, so are the garage doors gonna be the same?
Yeah, they don't look the
Cause
same
they don't look, that's
either.
kind of, again, more eclectic.
Yeah,
Mix
yeah,
and-
no,
Yeah, you're
honestly,
right,
I
as I
think
see
that that's a,
Mistake.
I assume these
No.
are existing and these are nicer ones that are new, but it seems that.
But they're
If there's
still
difference
different.
In a
Yeah.
really
It
big
just
parking
has-
court
Yeah, they
with that
should be the
Sarge
same.
king, you know.
They should be the
No,
same.
but-
honestly, I
six,
didn't focus that
Now you're
Okay.
gonna have
True.
height differential, so looking the
There-
same, one's
there'll
gonna
be
be a
different
7 and one's gonna be a 9.
But,
Maybe
but
another
look at the
166.
design is completely
Another
different.
Yeah, the
panel.
design.
Right, the
bottom.
panels,
Yeah,
right, so
the
you'd like to see
panels
the
are the
panels the same, we got the
Yeah,
arch
it'd be
top
nice if
windows the
spirit
same.
was the same.
Well,
even
but you
that's not
have, you
That-
have, a
Yeah, it's not the
What do you
same,
call
these
it?
are
Yeah,
square and
it's-
these look arched.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is these
Do you
openings
feel-
arched?
No,
No.
so it's a flat opening, that's a arch trim on the face of the
Right.
wall,
Oh, so that's what that is.
yeah.
So you meant it to be consistent.
It would
The
be nice.
door panels, I would say, yes, should
So they're
definitely
gonna
be
be,
consistent.
they're gonna be
But
like
That
this.
one?
I would rather not repeat that arched trim piece, I mean, it's very funky, but
Well, this
you
is
feel
kinda
strongly.
gonna blend into the stone a little, so, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But,
So
so
one,
you mean it to be this
the
12?
panels would match, right?
Okay.
I mean,
So you'd have vertical panels on all 4 doors?
No, you're not, they're not changing this.
Well, these are like masonite, simple old fashioned
yeah,
masonite
so
doors.
we'll match that door, not as much as, I
Okay,
wouldn't
so
choose
these are
that.
gonna be this.
Yes,
So you'll have to write that.
right.
Or all 4 would be the same if they decide to go with the new style? So we're not gonna have 2.
They could replace the old ones, you know, they'll
Yeah,
match,
right.
the
So
four
we have
doors
a
will
lot
match.
of, we have a lot of
Fine,
ifs that you have to
that's
sign
Right,
here.
right.
Okay,
So, you'll trust me, we'll.
Yeah, whether you pick
The
something
final
new
plan-
for all 4,
we
you
have to
match
update
the
this to
old
give it to
one.
you and
yes,
and
when you
the
give me
final one.
construction drawings,
Yeah.
if they're not as of spoken.
Okay, so you'll know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
yeah.
so we're looking for continuity.
right.
In,
Um,
in,
And
Continuity.
that arch trim over the top of the existing, you're not concerned about repeating that for the new.
Well, it would be nice if either they both, I
All
would almost
four.
say, the all 4 should look the same,
The
pick
same.
one, either match with that funky
Yeah.
trim or rip it out
Or
and patch.
put the stone on, yeah, you've been, you
You got a lot of stone going on,
I know,
not that
right.
big a deal to patch it.
know, you've been arguing about the stonework.
You know, you're creating this
But
big
it's
parking
gotta
for it,
be-
you know, it would
yeah.
look nicer if they were the same.
Right. Okay,
So the other thing we were talking about over here is
the
on top
door,
of this new door, that's a little
the gable
busy
roof.
too, yeah, and if you could, if they're amenable to echoing something like the shed
The shed.
roof that's on the back already, that would, I think, or something.
So take the gable out of that roof.
what do you wanna match?
What do you wanna match?
Oh, this
There's
here.
like a kind of a, well, I was, we were
The
thinking
shed
of
on
a
the
shed
rear.
feature anyway, and there already seems to be some
Oh,
precedent
instead
for
of
that
the
around the
kind
back.
of-
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that would
I
look
don't
nice.
think there's an issue there.
So are we having him come back? or-
Well, there's quite a few things that,
You can mark it
unless-
up though
but you
if you
can-
want to.
I'll
You
mark
wanna mark it
it up.
up and get approval
Mark,
tonight?
while you're here,
Yeah.
take them outside,
Yeah.
mark them up
Yeah.
a little bit and come
Are
back
these
and.
two plans,
I'll take
the
those
smaller
from you.
version? Oh, these are
Yeah,
revised.
these are replacing those, so
Okay.
take these away from you if you want.
No, I'm going
So
to
you're
it.
gonna keep those?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll mark the elevation.
Go in the assembly room, just mark up and state that the railings are gonna be either or on the
Yeah.
garage.
Okay,
And then mark up that you're taking away the pediment and that,
right.
putting a shed.
I'm
putting
putting
in the
the
shed, and then mark up the garage doors will be
Yeah,
of some continuous.
same thing,
Yes, yeah.
matching.
Yeah.
The 4 will be
Either
new.
old, new
Ah,
match the
that's
old,
good.
or
Right.
old match the new.
Either by 4 or by 2, but at the end of the day, we have to.
Oh, is that
assemble
right?
it.
Here,
Okay.
here.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind marking them up now,
No,
we
no,
don't- we don't have to wait.
Yeah, this was the old, saves us from coming back.
Yeah, some papers.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, but that was a different design that,
We weren't,
there was no design.
Do you need
approved,
that?
never got implemented.
Brennan, can you?
Unless you wanna keep it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You can throw that, alright, I'll be back.
Okay,
Well, I'll just hand it.
yeah, yeah. Go, the secret door.
Yeah, yeah. The back door. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
This is all mine right now?
Yes.
Hi, come on in.
Hi.
I have the old drawings just in case you want. And do you all have the drawings?
So you were approved in June,
Yes, he's the
but
one
now
that
you're
had
changing
changing it all together.
We ran
It's
into
the night for,
unexpected problems with the existing garage, and the costs started to escalate. We would have underpin everything, and then the garage itself got a little more expensive, and so we have a strict budget. But yet, since you don't have drawings, I have a couple of extras, yeah.
If you're starting over, we don't need to see the old.
Well, they're not that big, so there's,
So are these,
Do you have the photos though, of
yes.
the original and the neighbors?
is this a complete package of what you wanna do, or is this just changes to
We,
the
all
old
we
one?
did was that we took away the old garage. Do you wanna see the old drawings? Or-
Yeah, we
Well,
just need
if
to
you're
understand the
changing it
house,
completely,
yeah.
but we need to see the,
So you're ripping the garage out instead of
No,
underpinning it?
we originally were gonna be adding
Yeah.
a garage, we're not doing the garage now, cause that's what ended up
Okay.
being the really costly part of it.
yeah,
If you remember, the garage has a green roof and the wire rail that was going alongside it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we had was, this is what we have left now, but we took away this garage.
that's what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, that was-
So, that's,
We talked about the railing a lot.
Yeah.
We just
I
talked
think
about
they
that.
paid
and it got
twice for the
expensive
railing.
too.
Sorry, do you have any photos?
Yes,
Okay.
of the existing, right?
Yeah, well, existing maybe.
Yeah, we need a re-education, we don't remember.
Here's the house from the
Okay.
driveway,
Okay.
and we are dealing with rebuilding straight up in here,
Mm-hmm.
exact same, I mean,
Okay.
see the windows.
Oh, okay.
And we are dealing with this area here. The problem they have that you don't know is that there's no way to park here and be able to get into the garage. And so they never were able to use the garage. And so what we're doing is making a sweep here so that you can turn around and come out and people still can be in the driveway.
Do you have do you have this survey or something?
Yeah.
Site,
We have a site plan.
Oh, no, it's
Maybe
here,
this is-
sorry.
So is this new, you're you're extending the whole house all the way out, the whole strip?
Over the garage.
Okay, and then you're cutting into the landscape for
Yeah.
for parking?
We just redefined that, we're moving it closer so that it meets the 30-foot setback. This one doesn't have it. So now we moved it back, and then we are meeting the 30-foot setback, and allows this critical turning radius happen.
And these, is this in the same plane, right?
Everything is in the same
Flat?
plane, yes.
Okay, just a bigger plane. These.
So you're
not-
keeping the you're just building on top of it? Oh, it says existing.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not making any changes?
Not in the garage, no.
This phase,
Oh, I see, okay.
Do you have any windows in the house this big with no mullion, nothing?
Well, they don't have mullions. I mean, they're. yeah.
Here, it looks like these are just
Are
giant.
they picture windows?
Yeah, but
Do you have any-
Client really was,
Client.
Are there any, are you the
You're
client?
the
homeowner?
Yes, I am.
Are there any windows in the house, that giant, big pane windows?
Right here, there's one up here.
Okay, just fine. Cause most of them look uniform where they're.
Right, yeah, the one
The
that's
sliders
opposite
are-
is where the vaulted
yeah,
ceiling is.
you get all kinds of,
Yeah.
the energy, once you put in sliders, you basically just don't have any energy, sort of.
Yeah.
But you have
lose R
ventilation.
value.
For that one.
Because for those rooms, they really want to get exposure to
Uh-huh.
the nature, so.
Do you have the rear elevation? Do you have it? Pat? Travis, do you have the
Two,
rear?
no, it's like two.
No, there's only two.
Oh.
That didn't change, so I didn't
But don't you see? It
Sure,
should
sure,
change,
should
right?
be windows.
I mean, wouldn't it change, cause aren't you building?
Yeah,
Must be adding windows or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but we're not adding any windows on that side, there's a sliding glass door that goes from the
Oh,
kitchen up to the deck, and we're gonna do a bigger glass door.
This is the rear, and we're just making this bigger slider.
Do you have a drawing? You need,
You don't have
if you wanna be approved, you
Somehow,
need a drawing.
we had somehow, let me see if I can find it.
That was not in the original drawings?
It's in the original drawing, yes.
The original?
We can pull the sheet out. Yeah.
Let me see this one.
Here. That's on this. This is the one that was approved in June.
Oh, so it's just, it's basically the same, it just took
Basically,
over.
yeah, it's that.
Right. These are, but there's no rear on this.
There is the rear, there should be a
This is
rear.
the front.
Oh, no, it's the front.
Yeah.
No,
You need
these
a
are all
rear
front.
elevation.
Oh, yeah, this one's got it.
This one's from April.
There we go.
It's a four-part, big slider.
So this is where, okay, so this
Yeah.
is new here.
So what are you doing here? Is this,
We changed it into a four-part slider.
And this is existing, this isn't moving?
It does exist.
so is this what you're gonna build now, or you're changing this?
It's,
I'm trying to understand what you wanna do.
Well, there's a picture of the existing. Right?
No, I know.
No, let's just
Yeah,
see
well-
what he's changing.
what we're doing here is we're making this a four-part slider, so it's,
So it's one big giant four-part slider.
right.
It's not like a nano door.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's a nano door?
It's a nano door?
Or is it?
It's Marvin, what they call it,
Both center leaves open?
Correct.
And you have two fixed panels?
correct.
Okay.
So it's not a
nano.
nano.
Yeah, no, we don't have room to do.
It's like a French with slider.
Yeah,
French slider, right?
Wait, can we staple this into that? I mean, we need a record of it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you'll need to
Can you
initial
draw that a
this,
little
draw
bit
this
better
how
and
it
then
is
initial it?
properly.
Can I just have it for you tomorrow?
Well, we're not
If
here
you're gonna get
tomorrow.
approved tonight.
Oh, okay.
If you wanna get approved tonight, you gotta do it.
So you can
Staple
just
that in.
mark it up and just initial.
Just rip it out
And
and,
just,
Yeah.
let's just rip
you
this
know,
out.
do a better job of drawing the mullion so it's literal,
Yeah.
and then initial it and we'll give you an approval.
So do I say it's a French slider here? Marvin,
I mean, you'll have to send them some, but we're not around.
today's the
Seventh.
Almost my sixth, ninth birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Congratulations. Yes.
I don't know, it's my wife's.
Yep. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Yep, we're going.
Thank you.
Where are the new plans? Besides this one? It's just this one?
Yeah. Because of the rain, but.
Night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Hi, good evening.
This is the house.
These are the neighbors.
Round Hill, is that off Roaring Brook?
Round Hill Road,
That first one, tree.
off of Roaring
Right.
Brook. Yeah, Round Hill, then it gets to the end and then you keep
Button
going.
or something?
Yeah, then it becomes,
Button?
no,
No.
yeah, you come off Roaring Brook before you get to Kerry as you're going down the hill.
Nice, huh?
That's the.
So if you look at this, what is that neighbor? Yeah, that, yeah, the.
This is the house.
Yeah, what we're doing, I'll just,
Okay.
when we're looking at the photograph, I'll orient you.
Okay.
So right now, they have, you know, a roof that comes down, so that's, you know, kind of a cape. And so what we're doing is we're bringing up this mass, adding a new gable, you know, putting a shed roof there and putting a bracketed shed roof here. So this is the area. So they're getting more room in an existing room and making enough room to put a powder room in. Those are nice.
Those are nice. Those are the neighboring?
Yeah. That was built by the same builder.
Looks.
What's happening up here?
What?
What's happening up here on the roof?
It's a hip roof, like that hip roof. This is the, let me show you the existing.
No, that's the neighbor.
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Okay,
you're
what's
back.
The one that's down there.
Yeah.
So they're going back up, so
That's like, there's a hip here and there's gonna be another hip over here.
that's what you're seeing, that piece right there, cause they're bringing that roof line up higher.
But we're, yeah, the whole backyard is down like another level, so that'll, yeah. So that gable comes through and it's higher than the ridge, and so I'm creating another hip like the other roof on the main house.
Same page. Do you wanna look them over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this all worked out, you have a roof plan, you have.
Do you know what that's
Can't see you can't see that roof because of the angle.
Here,
You guys follow with us? You The rest of it all matches the house, right?
Yep.
Are you changing the siding, or is this just?
No, that was,
That's just.
I just copied an existing drawing where somebody had put siding on it. I was lazy.
So it's all.
So it's all the
It's all
horizontal
Yeah,
side.
it's all matching, everything, rake,
Just mark that.
Right?
eaves.
Just mark that.
Yeah, you should mark that.
We'll just
put a
mark
little
that
hand
it's all
note.
siding.
Yeah, just put
Oh.
a handwritten note saying,
Oh, okay.
so, cause it
Not
looks
that they
like-
would want that, but, you know.
Or just, we call it, well, no work, yeah, it's just existing.
Yeah.
That was the old gable, right?
Right, so we're moving the
You're like
window,
taking the whole thing off, you're putting a whole new second
Yeah,
story.
we're putting a gable, well, there's a roof coming down like this, and we're coming up and putting a gable. Yeah, if you
Right,
look
this is
at,
gonna be flat in the front there.
Yeah.
right?
that's gable, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You
wanna see a small roof over the garage door, is there?
Yeah, that's,
A bracketed.
yeah, we're doing like something I do,
Do they?
Break
is
up
there-
the
can you
expand.
see
Actually,
that?
but,
Elevation?
yeah, it's interesting, 'cause
Oh, okay.
this is their neighbor's house which I had done, that they liked. Actually, that's not good one here, yeah. We're doing that's like a roof like this.
Oh.
This is like,
Can you push?
yeah. It gets brackets on either side and. The,
Did you do these houses originally, you said?
no, I
Oh,
didn't, I think Tim, Lerner,
Lerner, yeah.
With Tavolacci,
Are you doing copper like these?
no,
You just,
No.
you can have this
No, it's
out
gonna
here.
be like this.
Yeah, I don't want
Oh,
that.
oh.
Got these two here.
Well,
Is this house?
the front
Yeah,
entrance,
yeah.
the front entrance is copper, and it wants to be the most important thing, so I don't wanna do the
And what's the
copper.
bay? The bay's with copper too.
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing copper. Yeah, I did that, two of the houses next door, and then across the, you know, then about 5 houses on that street.
Excellent. All right, so just handwrite a note that it's all gonna be the same horizontal siding, and you
Okay,
good?
okay. Can I, okay, here. Okay. Oh. That's what happens when you come in at 4:30,
I heard.
4:25.
Door was closing.
Yeah, bad boy. I'm busy.
Well, that was today. You submitted it to.
No, just the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just made the wire, the door was
Well,
closing.
what happened is they were closed on Wednesday, they were doing files, and I had a meeting, so I came after the meeting and I forgot I needed
I
to.
called it though. I said, I think David will be here around 4:25. Sure enough.
You're gonna put that on my tombstone.
He did not disappoint.
Yeah, put it on my tombstone, he'll be here in a minute.
I had left for the day early and
Yeah.
he texted me, you were right.
Well, I wanted to wait until you left.
He watched.
I didn't wanna get you mad at me. Okay, thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank you, good night.
Thank you. This
Bill's
back in?
coming
He's
back
coming.
in.
Oh, yeah,
Are you guys gonna look at the markups?
Why not, we're
Okay.
here.
You got nothing better to do.
I am gonna mark out that.
Got rid of that
yeah.
gable.
So I'm pretty sure the garage roof either all
Composite rail.
or cable rail.
Cable rail.
No,
Mark the same thing there. Get rid of the gable there. Get
Same
rid of the
garage
gable
door
there.
to
Same
match.
garage doors there. Just put
Okay.
that
or
note there,
just
because it's
that
just
style
on
or
four.
other, one style.
Okay.
Yeah. Good?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll mark the same thing on both sets.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Yep.
Night.
You gonna get me construction drawing?
I'm ready.
Okay.
They're waiting for somebody else.
Sounds good.
Yeah.